Very warm welcome indeed. Many thanks for checking in. This is Friday. It's June the 5th. It's Peter with you on the Peter Private 99 free-to-air YouTube channel, bringing you the very best of racing information free of charge daily between the hours of 10 a.m. and then at 4 p.m. for the stateside action. Well, I'm on nice and early today because I've got 4 big bets to pass on to you, all running in the UK, 3 of them at Lingfield, and 1 of them at headquarters at Newmarket. And then I'll be back to you at 4 o'clock for the evening session stateside. Once again, another winner on the line last night with a horse called Adoro winning at 11-4, back from 4-1, absolutely bolted up. And another winner the night before with a horse called Inside Info, doing it very, very smoothly as well. Well, the American side of things has been absolutely fantastic in the last 4, 5, 6 weeks since broadcasting began on this free-to-air channel, with around about 80 winners all in all. And then you got your doubles and trebles and your accumulators and everything else. And I can tell you we've had a 50-1 treble, a 25-1 treble. Just last Saturday night was a 20-1 treble as well. And so many other singles and doubles, too many to mention. 12-1, 12-1, 6-1, 5-1, 16-1 singles, all sorts of fancy prices going in. And I say over 80 winners all in all, and I think 20 odd places as well. So 100 payouts in just 6 weeks on the service, going along very, very nicely indeed. And it's going to be a big bumper push now to the weekend today with 4 horses now, so get your pens and papers ready. And then I'm back to you at 4 o'clock tonight for stateside action, when I will be giving you more information and more very, very strong bets indeed for tonight's stateside USA racing action. Okay. I will say one thing, that if you've not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. Click the subscribe button and also click the little alarm bell, and that way you're going to get the notifications of when this message goes on early, i.e. for today. I am on nice and early. The time of broadcasting is around about 7:30 in the morning, so you would have got a notification alert sent to you that there's an extra video online, so you wouldn't miss anything. And just when you do click the alarm bell, you need to click the notifications all button, and it's free of charge. They send you Google do it, the YouTube do it, they send you a notification that there is a new video online. So it's just to subscribe to this particular channel, absolutely free of charge. Okay, now then, let's go to Lingfield Park, shall we, for the first race of the day. I want to talk 4 horses today. If you want to put them in some doubles, trebles and a lucky 15, I'm going to leave that with you. But they are very, very strong bets indeed, and I'll be bitterly disappointed if we don't come out with a very good result today. And then tomorrow, Saturday, the build-up to next week continues, of course, because on Monday and Tuesday, I will be really opening my shoulders pre-Ascot week with some very big ammunition. I've got Irish racing coming back, and nobody picks more winners on the Irish racing than me. Don't care who they are. Impossible. So make sure that on Monday and Tuesday, Monday in particular, you are on this channel bright and breezy. So be sure to subscribe to it, else you will miss the alerts, because I will be on very early indeed. In fact, I may well be on Sunday night. So watch, stay tuned, but you must subscribe to the channel or you will miss out on notification alerts, because I'm changing the times. Whenever I feel I'll go and come online, I will do, and you will miss the message if you don't subscribe to the channel, and that would be a very big shame indeed. Because as I say, on Sunday night I may well be coming on early evening with an extra bulletin, and the only way you're going to know that is if you're subscribed to the channel. Okay, let's talk business, shall we? Go to the 3:15 at Lingfield today. I'm going to just click that off because something's just come up, a pop-up, you know them pop-ups. 3:15 at Lingfield, interesting Derby trial this today. I'm very sweet on the chances of number 4 here. It's called English King, trained by Ed Walker and ridden by Tom Marquand. This horse won a 12-runner maiden at Newcastle by length and 3/4 last year, back in November. But it was the manner of the victory that the English King won, which was so impressive. Marquand rode it that time. The time before it was ridden by Kieran Schumacher, and I think this horse English King is going to be a very, very serious contender, that's for sure, for this, and also probably classic bound as well. Number 4, English King, does have a couple of live wires in opposition, Berkshire Rocco and a horse called King Carney. Incidentally, Kieran Schumacher does ride that horse today, and that's King Carney. Well, I just think that the better class is English King, and with Marquand in the plate, I'm going to go for number 4, English King, to win this afternoon at the Derby trial at 3:15, around about 11-4, 3-1 to your money. It's the first bet of the day. It's not my last. I've got 3 more to pass on. I'm going to go to the 425 at Lingfield with another very strong win bet. And horse number 1 here, it's called In the Cove. Trained by banging form Richard Hannon and ridden by Sean Levy, I beg your pardon. Number 1, In the Cove. I think this horse is well handicapped today off a mark of 70 in this 0 to 70 handicap. And it's going to take the beating, that's for sure. It ran in a 0 to 75 last time and a 0 to 85 the time before. And it's the first time it drops down to this grade. And I think Hannon is a master tactician at this, has got this horse absolutely perfectly placed over this mile trip. I think it's going to take the world a beating. It is actually a race which is sponsored by Richard Fahey in his Richard Fahey Ebor Racing Club. Richard has trained horses for me and plenty of winners in the past as well. I've got a lot of time for Richard, cracking trainer, and he does have a horse in this race which could win, a horse called Silver Dust. But for me, a horse called In the Cove is the one to be on, and I'm going to go straight on the nose to win. That's number 1. It's called In the Cove. In the Cove in the 425 at Lingfield Park. Okay, so just let's move over to Newmarket before I come. I'll tell you what, I'll stay at Lingfield actually. I'm going to stay at Lingfield, then I'll move to Newmarket. That way you don't have to move your cards or anything like that if you're looking at your papers or online. And I'm very interested in one here in the 350. I've had a very big message for a horse here today. And actually, I think this horse is going to take some beating. It's a decent price, around about 11 to 2. And it's number 10. It's called Natty Knight, trained by William Muir and ridden by Martin Dwyer. And Natty Knight, as trainer, won his last runner with a horse called Jack's Point. So he's got his team in very good shape indeed. He's only had 4 runners since the return to action. 2 seconds, one of them was at 40 to 1, and his winner was at 18 to 1. So William Muir's got his team very forward indeed, and I think Natty Knight's going to take some stopping today, I really do. Ridden by Martin Dwyer, rode it the last twice it's ran, indeed 4 times out of the last 5, and I think Natty Knight each way at 11 to 2 looks cracking value, I really do, in that 350 at Lingfield Park today over a mile and a half. So at Natty Knight, I'm going to put it in the Yankee as a win bet as well because the other horse is a little bit shorter. But as I say, I think it's certainly an each way single as well. And that's the one I'm pretty sweet on there. At source number 10, it's called Natty Knight. And it runs about 11 to 2 to your money. Ran okay, to be honest with you. Last time it ran at November, finished in 2nd of 7 behind a horse called Blue Medici. That was at Wolverhampton. It's had a break since then and gone up a pound in the weights on the face of things. But for me, the Natty Knight, that's on the all-weather, of course. For me, Natty Knight each way looks a cracking value. It really does. With William Muir's team in such good form, you have to follow trainers who've got the horses forward, and that one certainly will be ready today, no question about that. So number 10, Natty Knight, and each way there, no question whatsoever. The final bet of the day is another very, very strong bet indeed, and I'll give you that in just 1 second, but as I say, don't forget to call back at 4 o'clock for the evening action. But don't forget to give me a thumbs up, would you, if you please? I appreciate the thumbs up you give me. That's a big fillip for me to stay online and stay helping you and stay working very hard. Giving you 2 messages a day certainly fills your day up and your time up, that's for sure. And it's a great pleasure to be working with you. And I'm going to give you one more bet. So I'm just checking that everything goes to post because the time of broadcasting this is very, very early in the morning, 7:30. And there could well be non-runners coming out. You know what it's like throughout the day. I'm very, very sweet on a horse here, and I'd probably make it my best bet of the day of these 4. You've had a horse called In the Cove, 425 at Lingfield. You've had English King, that one's in the 315 Lingfield, and you've had Natty Knight, 350 at Lingfield. But the best bet of the day for me is certainly in the 410 at Newmarket, and it's as solid as a rock win bet on number 12, Edinburgh Castle, trained by Andrew Balding, who's got his team going on all cylinders as well, and certainly ridden by Sylvester Souza, who's riding out of his skin. Balding's horses are really firing. He's had 2 winners yesterday again, and he also had a winner the day before. 2 winners the day before as well. So he's had 4 winners in the last 8 runners, Balding. So there were no problems with that. D'Souza's already got his season off to an absolute magnificent start with a win on the Lear Jet, which won very nicely indeed. And I think Edinburgh Castle can take this one today off a mark of 82. This horse is going to take the world of beating, and it's the one for me, no question whatsoever. So in the 410 today, it's horse number 10. I'm just going to double check that everything's right there. It's horse number 12, I beg your pardon. It's called Edinburgh Castle, and that's a straight win bet, and it's one for your lucky 15. So in the Cove, 425 Lingfield, English King in the 315 Lingfield. You've got Edinburgh Castle in the 410 at Newmarket, and Natty Knight, don't miss that one each way there in the 350 at Lingfield Park today. Got there in the end, tried to get that through as fast as possible. I'll be back with you, thumbs up, at 4 o'clock today. Have a great day. See you then.